Okay, that's it. So, good morning, Instagram. Good morning, YouTube. Um, I had a few difficulties before, both with Instagram and YouTube. Funny thing. Oh yes, I'm testing this microphone here. I hope it works. If it doesn't work, just gonna waste few few minutes, half an hour, 20 minutes. So I could have think lately my favorite song is Friday Night, but it's Friday morning. So good morning. I hope everyone is well. Um, just trying today to talk about why wedding guests shouldn't use the cameras during wedding ceremony. But not only ceremony, but I start with ceremony. Tell you why. Oh, it's gonna look cool on Instagram. I don't want to look cool, but it's just think. So let me just say hello to everyone on Instagram. It's only 4 people, but hopefully it's more. I'm just trying to test Instagram and YouTube. So let's see for the future and if it's better to do anything in the morning or in the evenings. Next time there might be someone joining me, someone in the know more than me, I could say. So imagine you spend this money, you invite wedding guests, you want everything to be perfect, and suddenly on the wedding ceremony, okay, let's start from beginning. You invite this wedding guest, you plan everything, you make everything perfect, and you spend as much money as possibly you could on the wedding suppliers. So you hire wedding photographer as well. And imagine you get set of pictures. And the only thing what you see, 1 second. On your wedding pictures is this. And worst case scenario, it might be this. Of course, not everyone will gonna bring the tablet. Not everyone gonna bring iPad Mini, iPad. Obviously, everyone is having a mobile phone, smartphone in the pockets. I have mobile phone in my pocket pretty much all the time. Is normally is our third hand. Is what we have. Is our life. But imagine you want people in your pictures. You don't want the people faces covered with mobile phones, cameras. You want the eyes. You want to see through the eyes. You can see emotions. You can see if they are basically with you there, and what the reaction is, how they going through your the best, one of the most important days in your life. So from my point of view, from photographer point of view or videographer point of view at the wedding day, I don't care. I'm going to take my shots. I'm going to document what's there, and I'm going to document how it's been designed. So whoever you brought and whoever whatever, however they behave there, we're gonna document the thing, and sometimes even we're gonna have a laugh if they're gonna be 20 people, 40 people, 100 people, or maybe there's gonna be the most important of your wedding guests having the face covered with camera, mobile phone, tablet, iPad Pro. I've seen it, yeah. Or even like this. Yeah, I've seen it. It's a small camera here. But I've seen people bringing big devices to the wedding. I've seen people bringing GoPros. One of our main pictures on our portfolio, a part of the website. There is a brother of the bride, I think, in the background all the time with a GoPro. Fair enough. He's got covered. He's got everything covered. And I told them, listen, I'm sure you got amazing video because this guy was covering everything. And he's been part of the background. Really, literally everywhere. I have shots of him this way, so from the face, and the other way around, and I can see his screen. So it's perfectly fine, but you pay money, you pay big money for the to have people and to have the faces and to have everything captured in the best possible way. So consider having unplugged wedding ceremony. I'm not talking about the whole wedding day or the whole thing, because some people may be upset, some people may be offended. But consider having unplugged wedding ceremony. Your pictures from our point, from our side, you will have your pictures as fast as possible. And nowadays, photographers gonna get your pictures, your video faster and faster and faster, because everyone knows you are waiting for your final product. You are waiting for your you want to be still excited when you get your wedding pictures. So everyone knows that you are waiting because you paid for, because you've been going through your wedding, and you want to share, you want to do this and that. So we are giving you a few pictures straight after the wedding for you to share the shots on your social medias, on your social media profile picture. Pretty much everyone want to change this picture straight away, because they're changing status, they're changing everything, and everyone is expecting that. And I prefer, from my point of view, me as a wedding professional, as a professional photographer, I prefer you to share my picture everywhere: Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, WhatsApp, WeChat, YouTube, whatever you may think of. I prefer you to share this picture than to share your picture or your wedding guest's picture. Why? Because my pictures are a little bit better, most likely. We're gonna talk about this in a second. But second thing is, everyone will see my work. Simple as that. That's the best recommendation. That's the best referral. And I want you to recommend me to others. And I don't want you to push to tell them, listen, Zippy is amazing. No, just share a couple of pictures or one picture. That's it. It's enough. So why I said my picture is going to be better. Your wedding guest could be wedding photographer. Your wedding guest could be better wedding photographer, fashion photographer. Your guest can come with better camera. It's funny thing, I've seen that, and I'm never going to forget it. One of the weddings in Radisson, Northampton. I get into the venue. I got into the wedding ceremony venue. I set up everything, said hello to everyone, and started to capture details and stuff. I had plenty time, and let me say hello to more, and then I can see this guy coming in with massive lenses, and I could see from far that his cameras, this is sports cameras, these are amazing Canon DSLRs. It was in 2016 or 2015, and I could see these cameras actually are worth triple or dribble as mine, and these are amazing, beautiful cameras. And I approached him. I thought you might be someone made a mistake. Another photographer came to wrong venue, or maybe I made a mistake, but I said hello to everyone, so I knew that I'm in the right place. And he said, "No, I'm just brother of the bride." And I was like, "Okay, beautiful." So I'm sure he had amazing shots. I'm sure he had everything covered. I'm sure he done great job. He was literally everywhere. At the wedding ceremony. He'd been everywhere, and funny thing was, he stopped ceremony for a couple of seconds to get a shot as well. I never done it, but he did it, and bride was happy. She wasn't when she's seen pictures that he is literally in the background or everywhere. She was not happy about him, not about my pictures. Because actually, if you don't really look there, if you don't really look for him on these pictures, you can't see, because you just see how the day was basically moving ahead. But if you know what you're looking for, you're gonna see him in the background everywhere. So moving on. Imagine bride is led by her father or brother or anyone else to the altar. So they're walking down the aisle. This is the moment every bride is dreaming about. I am waiting with the groom at the altar. I'm capturing her reaction, his reaction, her reaction, his reaction, her reaction, his reaction. And suddenly there is this auntie coming literally in front of the bride, just before the moment the groom will see the bride, just before they're gonna have the eye contact, and it's coming, and then turn down. This happened, and she's walking backwards towards me, and what happened? I don't have a shots. I have good shots. Everyone's happy, but I don't have this shot when they catch the eyes, when they exchange the first eye contact, because that with the sparks happening, that when so this moment's gone. Still, the pictures are beautiful, but this moment is gone. So consider that while doing your it's just a small detail, and you could basically have the small like a picture size, like one's behind me. By the way, this is our living room, and we love to have just the fun shots of our family here. This is where we spend most of the time, and this is where basically we bring the memories. So the pictures are literally everywhere, the other side or and this window wall. So consider that you could have anything happening, anything saying that thank you for using your pictures. but we have photographer. He will capture everything, enjoy the moment. That's how I would do it. Just to not avoid them to take pictures, but just to let them enjoy the moment. Because sometimes they forgot that they enjoy, and they are trying to be first to post anything. Same as you, same as the bride and groom. Just try to be um, away from social media race on that moment. Funny thing, because I'm taking pictures all the time and posting videos and going crazy with TikTok, even this now. But I'm just trying now to connect and tell you that we are there, or any other wedding photographer, videographer there to capture your wedding. And we're gonna do better job when no one else is taking. It's not about taking pictures. They can take pictures, but it is not. No one is interrupting us. And there's one more thing. Imagine we have our equipment set up. Sometimes we set up off-camera flashes. You don't even know, because there's nothing to discuss with you, bride and groom, our clients. But if, as the other photographer, as I mentioned before, if someone is using flashes and we actually set up our exposure for bride and groom and for our flashes, for our ambient light, for our or additional light, if someone else is flashing away, our picture is going to be overexposed. And then there's no color, no contrast in a post. So, and then we have to rethink everything again, change the settings rapidly, because it might, some flashes might go off, might not. So what to do? We can go around that. It's not a problem. It's not a big problem. But we want to enjoy the moment, same as your guests, same as you, because then when magic happened, when we are at your wedding and we can behave as your wedding guest, this is when the best product is happening. This is when real wedding photography and videography is really is really coming out. So I'm gonna leave it here like this. Friday morning, beautiful day. I'm curious, how is this sound from this microphone? Because I hope is recording or streaming. Funny it would be if I'm just talking to the camera and my phone, but it's not. There's no sound. There's no way I could check now. So, thank you so much for tuning in. See you on Tuesday. I think I will try to get on YouTube and Instagram Tuesday night. Have a lovely Friday. Stay safe.